This video is brought to you by Ageless Geeks.
Cowabunga dudes and dudettes, this is Anthony, aka Batbomb82, and today I'll be doing a review of the Transformers Siege War for Cybertron Leader Class Ultra Magnus. Now, taking a look at the front, we can see that the figure is showcasing your standard Siege window box packaging. Turning the box around, we can see multiple images of Ultra Magnus in his robot mode and in his alt mode. So with the box out of the way, let's crack this figure open and see what we have inside. And here is Ultra Magnus out of the box and in his alt mode. And I love this big beefy toy. This is just one totally rad Transformer, and I am super happy to have Ultra Magnus in my collection. So let's take a closer look at him in his alt mode. Alright guys, so now let's take a closer look at Ultra Magnus in his alt mode. And yes, all kinds of yes. I love what they did here. Now, easily this is one of the coolest figures that I have right now in the Transformers line, because I have been having a ton of fun with this guy. And he's in his more like a car carrier mode right here. Sadly, you cannot put an actual car in there, will not fit. I have been able to like rest the car up here, like side swipe. You just rest him up here and he will actually stay there pretty decent for the most part. But I love just this whole trailer section, just looks really cool. Just a ton of detail. One complaint I will have is with the back here. I kind of feel like the feet, I wish I could straighten those out, but they naturally stay curved in. That's not a big deal, but it's just something I kind of wish they had done a little differently. But the whole back of that just looks really good with the silver and the white, even some of that silver brushing on there with that blue just looks really, really good. I love how the rims actually have the wheels have the painted silver, and every one of those rolls all throughout the figure, which is really nice, man. Just cool. You can really plug his weapons up here and his missile launcher right there and the big rifle up there. I just think that's so cool. The front end of this thing looks really rad, and we can see that compared to like Optimus Prime, and that's just cool. That's a really sick duo, and I love how they look together side by side. But yeah, man, this is just a ton of fun. Just a really cool looking plus. You can't even take the gun right here, like the big gun. There's another port back here. You can plug it back there if you want, if you choose to do so. But I love the fact that we have so many options. But I like how this fits right here, because it actually does go right here between the stacks, and it fits there perfectly. And yeah, that is just a cool, beefy toy, and I love it, and money well spent, because I have been just having a lot of fun with this guy. Okay, so he does have a few different modes that I want to check out. So I went ahead and took all the guns off. We're actually going to detach this from the trailer. So I'm going to open these panels up right here a bit like that. And I'm just going to give it a little tug. And we can pull off this whole trailer section off just like so. And we can see how he is in his standard like truck mode, which looks really cool. Again, I love the colors. The white is really nice what they did here. My only thing is that it's painfully obvious that his arms are just kind of like sticking out like that, but it's not too terrible. And just again, looking at him like in this mode side by side with Optimus Prime looks so good. You can see they're about the same scale, which looks really nice. And again, looking at them from the front, man, that is a good looking duo. I love just seeing them side by side. And that's just a really killer looking team. And I know in some iterations in like things like the comic books, I think maybe even the cartoons, where they're brothers or they're related or something like that. So this is just really cool to see them like that in the Siege line. But I love this a lot. You can see the feedback here. And again, the wheels spin very, very nicely. And I love the whole grill portion with that silver dry brushing on there. You can see the Autobot logo looks really clean, and I love the clear blue used for this, and then the yellow lights on the top. Just a really fun piece, and yeah, man, definitely another good addition to the Siege collection. Okay, so with this vehicle mode out of the way, I'm gonna go ahead and transform this guy. Surprisingly, he's very easy to transform here, so we can just pull the legs down like that. We can actually split the legs, and we're gonna put these heels back like that because it does help him stand. We're going to, let's see here, we could actually open these arms like that, and we're just gonna leave them to the sides right now. We're actually gonna spin this whole section around. We're actually going to lift this piece up like that on the little track rail right there, and then we're going to open this up like that, and this is really tight that I've noticed, getting this part open like that, and there we go. And we can just fold the head up, close that back up like so, and then we're going to slide this whole thing back on there like that, and then we can tab the shoulders in like that, and then get his hands straight. And boom, now we have Ultra Magnus in his first robot mode.
And here's Ultra Magnus in his robot mode. And I absolutely love this version of Ultra Magnus. Something about being the white Optimus Prime is just really cool to me. The color schemes I have always liked, and I think the Siege line has done it right. This is just a really fun toy. So let's take a closer look at Ultra Magnus in his robot mode.
Alright, now this is really freaking cool, man. I dig this a lot. So let's take a closer look at that head sculpt first. So it is noted that is not the same head sculpt as Optimus Prime. It is actually a completely different head sculpt. I know it looks similar, but it is not. It is completely different. And I do like it. It looks really good. I love the silver paint apps around the eyes. The red eyes themselves and that light blue that they chose just looks so freaking good. And man, the whole chest area just looks sharp. I really dig how they did that with this like clear blue plastic, and then the silver underneath just looks good. It really makes that pop. Then you get this nice metallic blue throughout the belt area. So all those combinations of different blues just really set this off, and I think it looks awesome. We have the nice clear Autobot logo right there, which looks rad. And we do get some silver dry brushing. It's probably a little tricky to see it more on the white, but you can see it more on the thighs and whatnot. And I love that battle damage that we see on the Siege figures, and just looks so freaking rad, man. And again, this is a completely different sculpt from Optimus Prime, so that's really cool. And it's awesome how they did where they're completely different, but at the same time they look very similar, and I appreciate that a lot. So now we're gonna armor this guy up to see his final mode, and yes, I'm really excited about this. Okay, so now to armor him up, we're basically going to use the trailer as his armor. So I'm going to go ahead and detach these bottom pieces right here. Those just kind of plug in there, pretty solid, which is really nice. We can untab this whole thing from the sides just like so. Kind of just peel those off like that. And this whole thing will just kind of come apart. Put that aside for right now. We're going to start off with these pieces right here, because these will become the legs. So we're going to fold that first section in like so. Then that whole big piece like that, and then we're going to wrap this around, and it will tab into the sides like so, and that holds onto there pretty good. So same thing with this side. We're going to fold in that first section, then that whole bigger section, wrap around, and tab into there. Now we're going to get our Magnus right here, fold his heels in, and they're going to tab into a little clip like that, and a little tab right there, and it will lock into place. Once you get those on, they stay on there pretty solid, which I do appreciate. Get that on there like that. There we go. So that's pretty good. We can actually take the belt piece right here, pull this down, and rotate that, and put that back up there. So that's good. We take this piece, and we're going to unplug these from that whole section like that. These are basically going to become his new forearms. So we're going to take that little peg in there, put them in that little hole, and we can just cover this like so. Is that the wrong side? It's probably the wrong side. There we go. Put this one here, and then close that up. Same thing with this one. Put that on. What am I doing? I feel like I screwed this up. Now here we go. There we go. That, and close that up. So we got that right there. We're gonna take these pieces right here, fold these up like that, and these are just gonna slide on right over the shoulders like that. Those fit very, very well. Put that on like so. So that works out good. Oops, actually gonna take this, pull these shoulders back. Hold on, I messed that up a bit. Pull these shoulders back, and we're actually gonna fold this head in back like so, so that's flat. All right, now we can close the shoulders in, put these back on like that, and then like that. And then we're going to take this whole back section right here and slide that all the way down to his butt. So that's going to work out like so. Then we can take these little missile pieces, put those onto the shoulders like that. So that's pretty good. Then we're going to take this whole section right here. We're going to fold that piece in like that. We're going to fold this up like so. Now this piece right here, those pegs are going to just kind of clip onto that rail section for his back. Fold that down like so, tap that into place, rotate the head, and bam, now we have a fully armored Ultra Magnus.
And here is Ultra Magnus all fully armored up. And man, this guy is massive. Now I know this is the version why a lot of people are buying this figure, because this is the definitive look for Ultra Magnus, and I can easily say I am not disappointed. So let's take a closer look at Ultra Magnus fully armored.
So yes, this is freaking rad, man. This is why I bought this figure, for this particular look right here, and I think they freaking nailed it. I love the color schemes right here. I love that they went with that more darker blue instead of that more paler, lighter blue from like the G1 toy and things like that. I like this darker blue a lot better. It just looks so good. That head sculpt, man, that is Ultra Magnus in all his glory, with his tall like stacks on the ears, the blue eyes, that silver paint just looks so good. I mean, man, they did an amazing job with this. Oh my god, I've been having so much fun with this guy. The whole chest piece looks really good. Again, you can see that silver dry brushing or splatter effect on there to give it that battle damage. I love you can see the blue of the visor or the lenses through the chest like that. All the silver and the reds and the whites and the blues, just so good, man. The shoulders look awesome with the stacks on there, and I love how you can plug the missiles on there. One thing I will note, there is silver dry brushing on the inside of the forearms. That's cool, but I wish it was on the outside. Why would they have not put it on the outside? That's kind of annoying that's on the inside. So anyways, but this all looks good too. This looks fantastic, man. Again, with the reds and silvers look really cool. I plugged these guns into the side here. There was a porthole to plug those in, so that's where I keep them. Looks really good. The back right here just looks so awesome. You get more portholes to plug his different weapons. So if you don't want to hold his like bigger blaster, you can just take that off and port it into the back like so you can holster it back there if you want. But I just love how just big and beefy he is, and he's just a massive toy. And yeah, man, again, this is the Ultra Magnus that I wanted, and super happy with the way this came out. Just a great addition to the Siege line. Just a beautiful, badass piece. I'm completely bragging about this, but man, again, I've just been having a ton of fun. I think since getting this, he's been the one that I've been playing with the most. He's just so much fun. Like, that's what I want in a toy. Just something fun, and it's really, really cool. Alright, so let's check out the articulation. So the head is on a ball joint, does kind of roll around like so, does turn left and right. Arms can go all the way around full 360, up and out about that far. Rotation in the shoulder, rotation in the bicep. We do get a single bend at the elbow, so it bends in about that much. We can swivel at the waist, so that's pretty good. Hips that kick forward that much, back about that far. And these hips are ratcheted, so that does help with the bulkiness and the weight of this. Can do the splits that far. Rotation at the thigh, no, nah, not really. You get a single bend at the knee, so you're going to get about that much. And even these sections of the feet right here actually do have ankle pivot, so that's really good for getting those wider stands. And yes, just a fun freaking toy. I know I said that like about 87,000 times in this video, but I don't care. I've been having a lot of fun with him. And if you want a big badass Transformer in your collection, then I think Ultra Magnus is definitely it.
So for a quick size comparison, here he is standing next to a Marvel Legends Deadpool figure, as well as a DCUC Batman figure. And for his alt mode comparison, here he is side by side with the Voyager class Optimus Prime and Deluxe class Sideswipe. And for his robot mode comparison, here he is standing next to a Voyager class Optimus Prime and Deluxe class Sideswipe. And just for fun, Here he is standing next to a little Lego Bat Bomb. So there it is, guys, my review of the Transformers Siege War for Cybertron Leader Class Ultra Magnus. Now overall, man, this has been an awesome toy. I freaking love this thing. I have not been able to put him down ever since I got him. He has so many amazing things going on, from the sculpt, to the really cool paint, to his transformation, to his armor, to his accessories, and all the cool things that you can do with him. This has definitely become one of my favorite Transformers from the Siege line, and I think you will absolutely love him too. So I give him a rating of 4.5 Bat Bombs out of 5. So please comment, like, and subscribe. Stay nerdy, my friends. Peace.